Want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Hey guys, my name is Shino Ayo Oyinlola, and I'm trying to let you know that ABN TV do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to ABN TV Direct. Call on us now. 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on. Let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is ESHMAN. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. ESHMAN will be waiting for you. Hello everyone, and you're welcome to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. How's it been with you? Well, it's been nice with me, and so good to know that you're there. I want to say a big thank you to all of you watching. Thank you very much for making these a family program, particularly those that call consistently on this program. I may not remember all of you, but I say hello to all of you. To Prince, to Miss Miriam, Miss now that joined us recently, Mr. Julius from Canada, Mr. Ben, Miss Chair, and the rest of you. Thank you so very much for always being here for making this your family program. It's so good to know. Don't forget, this is a family program, and it is always good for you to call someone to sit with you so that you can enjoy it together. This program is not all about me. No. I actually gain more from you. So get ready, pick your side you, and let's share ideas together. I would always say, and it is true, whatever you say could actually be the healing medicine for a family. All right. Over the years, you and I know that we've always been hearing the story about stories on domestic violence. Well, when we hear the end of the story, that is the big, maybe someone had killed someone, or someone stabbed someone, or someone shot someone. Those are always the breaking news. However, there are things that happen before that peak. Those things that happen are the things I like to talk about. Maybe in talking about it, a life could be saved, and all those dangerous things could be avoided. And that is why I do what I do. Domestic violence is a big issue in our society, and we all of us must do our best to knock it off. We may never be able to eradicate it totally, but the more we reduce it, the better. I just want us to be happy. I just want people to be happy. I want us to live a happy life as long as we're here. Oh, whatever the relationship you are in, make sure it works. Do everything within your power to make it work. Find a way. Spend, talk, work hard, make it work. However, if the way is tough for both of you to work together rather than kill yourselves, please, by all means, go your separate ways. It is better for you to live long as a single person than for you to die young because of love. Love is a good thing, something that we all admire. But what is the worth of love? Kill ourselves for the sake of love. It makes no sense. Tonight, my friends, we are going to be talking about something extremely important. We started this last week, and we are continuing. I was particularly touched by the call of Miss Thomas, who has a concern directly for her son. All right, and so we're discussing this further tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at what really leads to violence. What really leads to violence? We've heard of violence in homes all around us. People harming themselves, hurting themselves. However, if you think about it sincerely, something is always leading to something. If those things that lead to violence can be avoided, well, maybe violence will be reduced. So I want you to please sit back, relax, and let's discuss together. It's going to be a discussion between you and I and all the people that will call into the program. What are the things that really lead to violence? Can these things be avoided? If those things cannot be avoided, can we do other things going into violence? Violence does not yield any good fruit. It kills, it destroys, it maims. So as much as possible, whatever we can avoid as per violence, we must avoid it. The reason why we all are still alive is because we have a reason to live. We have something to live for. Let us always the reasons for our existence, what we are living for. Those things, if we can look at those things, good reasons to live. This is Shining Life Matters, ESHMAN, proudly sponsored by BSA Logistics and Procurement. Do not forget, the festive season is up, and you have a lot to purchase and to send. BSA Logistics and Procurement is your one-stop center. You need a personal shopper, BSA Logistic and Procurement. You need to send something home, BSA Logistic and Procurement. You need to send something from home, BSA Logistic and Procurement. You need to talk to them so that they can make things easy for you. Very soon we'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we're going to hit the ground running. But do not forget, life is all about living. Living is all about living it happily. If the way you're working does not make you happy, think of another way. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN, and I will see you at the other side of this divide after this short break. Oh, shortly before we go on that break, I just remember I need to quickly tell you, if you are watching on YouTube, please, it is extremely important that you love, you like, and share. Now, this is our family program, and the best you can do is for all of us to do it together. Let's share together. So I've actually paused my break just because of this information. To those of you that are on YouTube, don't just watch and leave it. Watch, drop a comment, love, like and share. Except I know you like the program, and thanks to all of you that are sharing it with your friends, those of you talking about it, and my friends from out of state, I mean from Australia, from Canada, from China, from Nigeria, all over the world. This is a family program, and we must make it feel that way. Now, the best we can do is to share it. Let it just be in every home. You never can tell the family you'll be helping just by sharing. When we come back from break, the question today, what really leads to violence? This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. I'll see you after the break.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA Office, 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
Join the saints as Christ Apostolic Church, Tabernacle of Testifier, Iwolerikon Worldwide, West Texas District Headquarters, USA, present a power-packed and life-changing praise conference with the theme Praise for Total Restoration. Date Wednesday, 28th September to Sunday, 2nd October 2022. Time 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Wednesday, 28th and Thursday, 29th September. On Friday, 30th September, Praise Night by 10 p.m. The program will be rounded off with a Thanksgiving service by 9 a.m. on Sunday, October 2nd. Ministering in the power of the Holy Ghost are God's minstrels, Lady Evangelist Dr. Bolare, Dami Praise, Bidemi Olawa, Sheyi Alesh, Nikki Ariojo, alongside the host, Pastor and Lady Evangelist Ebenezer Akinyele and Houston Assembly Pastor Samson Dare. Venue, Christ Apostolic Church, Tabernacle of Testifier, Iwolerikon Worldwide, West Texas District Headquarters, 12719 Bisonet Street, Houston, Texas. Come and praise God like Paul and Silas did and receive total restoration. Jesus is Lord.
Being a number one in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies and African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots out. Open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 98178 Business Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
About auto insurance, do you know the time and money you'll spend if you're caught? Why risk it? At Aegis Insurance, we have several insurance carriers to tailor your specific needs. We offer low rates on liability starting from $38 a month. For a 2-vehicle, $65 a month. No driver's license, no problem. We accept Texas IDs, passports, international driver's license, and expired driver's license. Pay 3 months in advance and save 20% on auto insurance. We offer discounts for switching over to Aegis as well as good student discounts. Buy by phone, pay by phone. It's just that simple. It's our job to meet your needs when no one else can. So don't get caught driving without auto insurance. The law requires you to have liability. Call Aegis Insurance today for a free quote and start saving money.
Welcome one more time to Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. This program is proudly sponsored by BSA Logistics and Procurement, your one-stop center to all your shipping needs. Welcome. Yes, tonight's topic, what really leads to violence? Usually, all the time, we have reasons sometimes to argue, sometimes to yell at one another, and unexpectedly most of the time, it leads to physical violence. This is the highest of it. That's the peak of the problem. When physical violence gets involved, it looks like the situation is worse than what you planned for. But before it gets to physical violence, what are the things that will lead to it? No human being will just wake up and start fighting. There's always a reason. There's always something. Now, you probably know some. Very soon, I'm going to be opening up the phone line. Then you can tell me what you think. But then, I'll quickly tell you some of the things that my thoughts. Then I will want to hear from you. Most of the time, there's this problem that we all ignore, and that's always the number one issue when it comes to domestic violence or physical violence. If this problem could be resolved, then 90% of the physical violence that we have will be eradicated, and that is the problem of anger. Yes, anger management is what all of us need to go on training for. We need to understand one another. We need to understand the way things are. If a man is too angry or a woman is too angry, they exhibit the anger in some form. Most of the time, the anger is exhibited physically if the anger is not curtailed. If the anger is not well managed, surely it will have to be exhibited one way or the other. How do you exhibit your anger? Now, the partner you are with, have you studied the person? How does she exhibit his or her anger? Now, Prince made a statement last week, and I will say it most of the time. What you see in your current relationship, you saw it when you started. If you're married to someone, whatever you're seeing, you had an idea of this person when you started the relationship. You just wanted to manage. Now it has come to be out of hand. A man that you're dating and he gets angry excessively, if you don't know how to curtail the anger, you better don't go ahead with that kind of a person. I hope I'm speaking your mind tonight. I'll be opening the phone very soon so that I can hear from you. Because before marriage, right, you would have seen the behavior. You would have seen the way he acts. If he gets angry excessively and you're still dating, you have an opportunity to move away before it's too late. How will you tell me the lady that you're dating, she got angry and she broke your windscreen and she tore up your leather seat, or she set your clothes on fire, and you think that when you're married you'll be able to calm her down? No. Most of the time we fail because we ignore the obvious. Anger management is a big deal. And when people are angry and you cannot hold them down, they could cause a problem. Let me shock you. And I will say this shortly before I open up the phone lines. Let me shock you. Most people that kill never had the intention of killing. It was as a result of anger that got out of hand. I am not saying all. Some, of course, genuinely had the intention of killing, but a lot of them really did not want to kill. It's just that anger, that brief moment of madness that they can't control. And so here is a word of encouragement. You're rolling with someone that you cannot manage the anger very well. It's not a crime if you stopped it before it's too late. Think about it. You can't stop it then if you can't stop it now. You need to look at what you're doing, what you're involved with. If you know you can't tag along in future, stop it right now. If you don't stop it right now, that same thing will sink you. All right, I will go on, but I will quickly open the phone line so that you can call in. Tonight, we are looking at what really leads to violence. And I've looked at one point, which is anger. What do you think? Do you have other things that lead to violence? What are the things on your mind? The phone lines, 336-456-3800. I'll take that again. The first one I'd like to open is 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650. Or you can also call 336-456-3800. If you're calling out of United States, remember to put +1. The phone lines are open now, and I'd like to hear from you. What are the things that actually lead to violence, and how can these things be handled? Don't forget, very powerful word. Whatever you're seeing now, you must have seen it before now. If you cannot take it, why do you want to manage it? Why do you want to force yourself into it? Don't you know, if you don't stop it now, the longer you stay together, the worse or the more difficult it will be for you to stop it. Anger management is an issue that everybody gets angry. Don't get me wrong. Getting angry is not what I'm talking about. Everybody gets angry. But what is the rate? What is the level? If the anger is to the extreme, then it's not something you want to cope with. If you can manage it, fine. Find a way to manage it. Seek a counselor or something, or see a therapist or something. But staying with someone that gets angry excessively is like staying with fire. Everybody gets angry. Again, I will say that 101 times over. Don't get it wrong. We all do. But excessive anger is what I am talking about. So what can you do when you're stuck with a partner that gets angry excessively? People want to listen to your advice. People are available. They want to hear what you got to say. Everybody wants to learn from you. And so I do encourage you, pick up your phone and call 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. Both lines are open and feel free to call in right now. Another point apart from anger issues, all right, will be the issue of the mental issues. Now, mental issue is a big deal, and many times we ignore it. It's actually better in the developed world where it can be detected early. All right, in a developing country, nobody believes anybody has a mental case until they start working about naked. You don't have to work about naked before you know you have mental issue. A normal person that goes to work and come back could have issues with mental instability. And so, if this is not well handled, it could lead to physical violence, which may get out of hand. It is important for you to understand your partner. Many things that they do, you may think they're doing those things intentionally. No, they may not be doing them intentionally. It may be an issue with mental instability. Once you notice this, do not keep quiet. You're there to help your partner. Most of these things can be helped if well done. If you speak out, if you go to the right sources, they can be helped. Matters like that can be well handled and helped. But when you ignore the obvious, it will always lead from one level to the other. Anger, for instance, that we talked about. Oh, you think, oh, when he's getting angry, just let him run his madness. After a day or two, he will calm down. You don't want to live with that. And I'm not saying that everybody that has anger issues, leave them alone. That's not the only solution. Sometimes you may have to seek a third-party solution. And so you need to find someone to talk to. There are agencies that you can call. There are organizations that will be willing to help. You do not try to hide things. Those two things I've mentioned, anger issues or mental issues. You cannot handle those things by yourself alone. They are too delicate to be ignored. And so, again, we've only talked on two, the various other ones. But before I keep going on with mine, I'd like to hear from you. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. If you're calling from outside the United States, remember to put +1. I would like to hear from you. What do you think are the remedies, or what are the things that lead to domestic violence? The things that we can say that cause it, the things that really lead to violence. We've only talked about two, and I said they can be managed. But when you are in a situation where you know that, look, this is not my calling, I cannot manage someone that has mental issue. Look, rather than going on, right, please hand over the person to the appropriate help. If you cannot stay, it's okay, but do something about it. Don't keep quiet. Don't try and live with it. It's not your forte. For instance, if it's not your line, if it's not what you're knowledgeable about, you need to speak out. Very many people have partners that have issues with mental illnesses. There is nothing wrong in it, only if well handled. But when you keep quiet about those things could hurt you at the end of the day. You just have to seek help. Seek help not only for that person, but even for yourself. If it's too tough for you to live with, then please, by all means, find a way. Why? Because your life actually matters a lot. What you're doing right now, at the end of the day, everybody wants to see you alive. There are people that love you. There are people that like you. Your parents want you around. Your children want you around. Your siblings want you around. But when you are living in a delicate situation and you don't speak out, I hope you won't blame yourself at the end of the day. It is time to help people. Again, like I said, there are various steps that really lead to violence. But I want to hear what you think about this. So pick your phone and let's call 336-456-3800 or 346-426-5650. Let's discuss these things tonight. Number one, I said anger issues. Number two, I said mental issues. Number three, frustrations. These are things that will lead to violence. When a man is frustrated, as a matter of fact, a frustrated man is like a bomb ready to explode. It's like he has gathered a lot of pressure, you understand, just waiting to explode. Many times the best thing to do is to leave him alone and let him just ease off. But when there is too much frustration, now you need to know the signs. As a partner, you need to know that, look, my partner is highly frustrated, and you will know. It would have mentioned it. There would have been stress from all over. Sometimes the stress could come from the workplace. It could be bills that are mounting and mounting. It could be family, extended family pressure. It could be sickness in the family. It could be death in the family. It could be anything that leads to the frustration. A frustrated man should not be ignored, but he should be dealt with serious carefulness. When a man is frustrated, he has a lot of things bottled in him. Do not add to the frustration. Listen, it's not the best when the man is so under pressure and you see him complaining and crying and yelling and struggling, and that's when you want to add another problem. Oh, don't forget about the school fees. You understand? It's not that what we want to say is not important, but there is always time to say those things. Because frustration, right, would always move the hands of a man. When is so frustrated and is keeping the hands to himself, just one word, just another problem could be like peeing in the balloon. You understand? And if those words are not well spoken, they could make it explode. So when a man is frustrated by some things, your words at this point matter a lot. The words that you speak to him matter a lot. Sometimes you have to hide some problems from him. Those problems can be discussed later. What is the worth of a man that is complaining so much about bills, is tired, is frustrated, is beginning to say some things you don't want to hear? Just when it's done, you know, say, hey, don't forget, you are reminding him of another thing entirely to add to it. All this will always lead to the things frustrating him. And so when you see that your partner is frustrated, listen, your best bet, if you have to say anything at all, you really need to choose your words very well. You really need to be very careful. If you don't know what to say, just find a way to turn the other way and sleep. You understand? Now, don't be too quiet on them. They expect you to say something, but please, it has to be a statement of care, because at that level of frustration, they are at a very, very delicate stage, walking on a very thin line. They could be pushed either side. So you need to find the right words, like the soothing balm. At that point in time, you cannot afford to be harsh. You can't afford to be angry. You can't afford to push them further. You can't afford to make them see other problems awaiting them. Otherwise, the frustration level will grow and grow. Tonight, we're looking at what really leads to violence. And we said anger issues, number one problem. Study your partner very well, particularly before you say I do. Study the partner very well. If the anger issue is what you cannot cope with, please say I don't. All right, you're allowed to say no. It's not every proposal that you say yes to if you really cannot handle the level of anger. Another thing we said will be the mental issues. Look, in this case, the partner needs help. Direct him to the appropriate quarters. Let him know where to go. Let him find a way. Let her find a way to get help from the qualified folks that can help them. All right. And number three, we said frustrations. At this level, we said you need to choose your words very well. A frustrated man, it's like a bomb ready to explode. Just another strike, just another spark could make them explode. So find a way. If you can avoid. But if you have to speak, you have to choose your words extremely well, so that your words will rather calm them, ease them, cool them down, and not to frustrate them the more. Don't forget the phone lines are opened. 346-426-5650, or you can also call 336-456-3800. All right, one second. Okay, someone says they've been calling, but all right, let's go to this call. Don't forget, we're discussing what really leads to violence. All right, is what we're discussing tonight. Shining Life Matters with ESHMAN. You're welcome.
Hello, good evening, ESHMAN.
Yes, sir. Who am I speaking with, please, and where are you calling from?
This is Julius from Canada.
All right, Mr. Julius from Canada. Thank you very much for being a loyal caller. All right. Yes, sir. Have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I have. I heard the topic about violence in the home.
Yes.
With couples. Mm-hmm. And the triggers that causes such behavior.
Yes.
As it is.
Yes.
And you mentioned anger. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned anger, and I think the other one is mental health.
Yes.
Those are true, very true.
Mm-hmm.
But I am looking at the trigger. What triggers the anger?
Yes.
I'm looking at that. I was thinking, okay, nobody gets up and doesn't get angry for no reason.
I agree.
Something must have triggered that anger. So, and for me, I noticed that each time such situation rises up, if you go down to find out the roots of such anger, mm-hmm. sometimes you will find out that could be a form of competition
Okay.
in the home between the man and the woman. And when there's competition, definitely there will always be anger, which means if the man does anything, the other person will see like, okay, maybe he's trying to prove something to me. And when such anger rises up, sometimes it might not show up immediately. It might take time, and as it builds up, one day it's going to explode, and that is when it becomes uncontrollable. And when such happens, violence takes place, and that kind of anger can lead to anything, like you mentioned, wrongful death, and any other thing can come up with that. You know, so for me, I try to understand why would somebody be angry to the point of trying to hit or make the next person. But peradventure, it's because of the bottled up activities that happened over time.
Accumulated issues. Yes.
So that would lead to such violence, and if not properly taken care of, can become a mental health issue for whoever it is.
That's true. One thing always leads to the other. I agree. But Mr. Julius, when you say competition in the home could lead to anger, how do you mean? What do you mean by competition? Please expatiate a little.
Okay. For example, the woman is working and earning more than the man in the home. And the woman does most of the things at home. And if the man is not secured, he will feel he's not performing, he's not doing his own duty at home. And if the woman mistakenly acts in a manner that the man thinks she's looking at on me, maybe before that the man was the breadwinner, that's the way the woman greets, that's the way the woman attends to him, that's the way the woman, you know, serves him his food. And now the table has turned, and the man is now the one that is on the other side of the divide. So the woman is now the one that is like the breadwinner.
The man is at home doing the cooking. The woman is bringing in the money.
Yes. So now the man and the woman does not serve the man like she used to do, and the woman is now like in charge of the home. If that man is not secured, somehow he will feel he's being relegated.
That's true.
And once starts feeling that way, that mind of competition will kick in. I think there's a problem here, and this woman, since she's a breadwinner now, she's trying to use that position to see me as a lesser man, as it is. So with that, the man will start having that anger will start building up gradually. Will start building gradually. Anything the woman does, his mind will go back to the fact that, because you are the breadwinner, that's why she's doing it now. That's why she's doing it. So, peradventure, a day might come and the woman might say something, maybe try to express herself in a way that the man might think this woman is trying to override me as a man. And once that happens, he might take it up and start getting violent with the woman and all that.
Before I let you go, Mr. Julius, one quick question I would ask you. This is a modern age, all right? The issue of competition in the home is what some people like to say that no, it does not exist. Everybody is now equal. Don't you align yourself with that? 1 minute, sir, so that I can allow others. You know, don't you align yourself with that this is the modern age, everybody is equal in the home. If we are equal, there's no need for competition. Whoever brings in the money, it really doesn't matter. What do you think?
Yes, that's how it should be. But I'm telling you that, I mean, I've seen cases, I've handled some cases where the issue of competition was the bane of the problem they had.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like the man, especially from the aspect of the man, there's a way a man thinks. If a man cannot provide, somehow he might feel less of himself. That's the truth. You know, even though naturally it should be that should be no competition, but the way the man is wired, it should be like the bread at home.
Okay.
So if
I do hope Prince is listening tonight, because I know the first time Prince had a bit of disagreement that, you know, it looks like the man is wired in a particular way. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Julius, I'm so sorry. I may have to let you go now. I need to quickly go on a break and allow others to call. But I really appreciate your call as always. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius. Please call back some other time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to go on a very short break. When we come back, the phone lines are opened and I need us to discuss. This is Sharing Life Matters with ESHMAN. I'll see you at the other side of the divide.
Hello everyone, an amazing joint is here with different African dishes: amala bula, iyan elegusi, semo and okra, suya, grilled fish, efo riro, jollof rice, plus different kind of swallow and soup. Amala joint, a very great arena to meet and discuss with your loved ones, business meeting, dating meeting, and all kinds of meeting. Amala joint. Order now through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. 281-721-2982. Amala joint. 6271 Highway 6 South, Houston, Texas 77083. Amala joint, the best joints to eat the best African food.
Amala joint.
Welcome to Unique Beauty Palace, where you can find your beauty skincare products: whitening body lotion, whitening oil, glowing oil, serum, scrub, black soap, body wash, whitening and glowing